Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody. Let's take a look again on the euro currency today. Well guys, situation on the euro currency still remains tough. So you can see that our suspicion about the recent upward action, although this action doesn't show the signs of the impulse move, this is not the thrust as here, for example. This action is more gradual with the long shadows, not very impressive as here, but still this move up is a bit curious, as we have discussed in our weekly research, because it has appeared in an area that doesn't suggest appearing of any upward action, mostly due to the patterns that have been formed on the weekly chart, that is, as I said, butterfly, the bearish stop grabber, and starting move of this, if we will take a look at this ABC top pattern, ABCD. The ABCD development does not assume some sort of the pause here and turning to the upside. That's not that action doesn't correspond to normal price mechanics when everything is okay and when this market really develops the bearish retracement on the weekly time frame chart. This is in fact outstanding action right now. Besides, take a look how this has happened. So market already has passed through the monthly pivot point. That was just 50% support here of this thrust up. Before that, market has shown this long shadows to the upside, indicating that its market is really heavy. There's some really barrier to continue move higher, feeling some pressure from the sellers. Market turns to the downside, moves through the weekly monthly pivot point, but suddenly has stopped and turned in the opposite direction. That is the sign that makes us think about what's really going on. And when you see such sort of the unnatural behavior on the market, it means that something really big is happening right now on the curtain of the market. It's because this is not just occasional move. It's not just some sudden move. So this probably has some foundation, this action. And until market stands inside of this consolidation below these lows and below this gap, we could still say that, well, okay, that maybe some pause, market should turn to the downside at least, pattern still valid and so on. But yesterday we said that if market will move higher and taken out of these lows, taken out of these highs, will erase the bearish grabber on the weekly time frame chart, that will be the sign that we probably should be ready for upward continuation. And I think that this hazard of the menace of this upward continuation is still here. Although our major indicators right now is the monthly pivot point, monthly pivot resistance one, and this high, because if market will pass through them, it will tell us finally that will give us the 100% confirmation of the upward action. But even now, this action tells that hardly the bearish action probably will happen in the nearest future. Yesterday, the market has formed this high wave pattern. High wave pattern itself is not a directional candle. It mostly shows the indecision, and that's why I have marked with this circle the top, the high of this pattern, because if the direction of the market will be determined by the breakout either of the top of this pattern or of the low. When the market passes through the top of the high wave pattern, it means that market will continue to move higher, and the nearest destination will be monthly pivot resistance one, is 139.24 area. But in the greater picture, you see the pattern that we also have discussed. We said, what what direction market will choose. Either this will be downward ABCD, or that will be the butterfly buy. And on the recent action, you see that market now stands above the monthly pivot point. As you can see on the 4-hour time frame chart a bit later, market now stands above the weekly pivot point as well. Although this action itself looks a bit heavy, so you can see a long of shadows, very gradual action, choppy, not tremendous as here, but this could indicate just the starting moment when the market still feels the pressure of the other participants of the market who still doesn't believe that market was really could move high, and the pressure of some bearish position is now standing on the market. That's why this upward action has to struggle with these positions, and that leads to some choppiness of this action in the first stage of the upward action. So in the current circumstances, I do not want to take short position, at least right now. Well, I do not want to say that you can't make scalp shorts based on some intraday patterns. If you will say will find some butterfly sell on the 15-minute chart, on the hourly time frame chart, and you would like to trade it on the short side of the market, yes, that's possibly you could do this. You could take the target of this butterfly and trying to trade it on the short side of the market. But I am now speaking on the daily time frame chart. With this upward action that's not quite logical right now, I don't want to take the short position here. If we will get in the nearest future some more confirmation with the market acceleration to the upside, in this case probably we even will start to search possibility taking the long position with the target, maybe even with the 127 of this butterfly. That stands around 40.15 now, approximately 140 area. It's roughly, it's right here. But currently this market has taken out of these lows and now is working on closing the gap pattern and trying to pass through it. Here maybe it's a lot of different stops have been placed. It's just not better area, not best situation where you can take the short position. Besides, as you can see, the trend is bullish. That was just the 50% retracement, minor retracement. Turning to the upside, move above the pivots and starting this acceleration. Well, I do not want to take the short position in such circumstances right here. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have the same range that we have discussed previously. So you can see, since market is calling within the 2 weeks in a row, that leads to some feature that pivot points stands around this calling. That's typical situation. That comes from the maths, the calculation of the pivot points. So you can see what has happened yesterday. Market has tested the weekly pivot point and turned to the upside. Now it has cleared out these highs, shown some sort of the Russian rings, return right back down, hit the weekly pivot resistance one. So if market will continue move higher, close the gap, and will feel comfortable above the weekly pivot resistance one, that will be the solid challenge on the upward continuation. In this case, we probably will start to search the possibility to take the long position, because even right now you can see that this retracement down has reached just the support area around these tops. So you can see this is also some area where market has stopped the action to the upside. Now market has retested it and turned to the upside again. Trend here is also holds bullish. The one negative moment, as I said here, is the choppiness of the price action. It's not very attractive, as I said, is here, for example, compared to this action. Okay, so it's a bit lack of the impulse action, and that a bit doubts me. So I prefer to take the position when I see that market is really thrusting in one direction. When I see the confirmation from the activity of the price action that confirms the ambitions of the bullish ambitions of the market. But here you can see this is some lack of this ambitions, the lack of the thrust the action. So that's mostly choppy. Well, that's the moment that it's not very. It's a bit worries me when you speak about this possible upward acceleration. But still, we also have that indicator, so the weekly pivot resistance and the gap. If market will pass through it, maybe particularly the pressure of the bearish position that still holds above this area, maybe they do not let market to show this thrusting acceleration. We will see. Maybe the situation will change if market will pass through it. But if this breakout will be true above this area, above this consolidation, the market will pass at minimum the distance equal to this range to the upside, and market in this case should take it out of this highs at minimum. That is the short-term perspective of this breakout. If this breakout will be really if it will be the truth breakout. On the hourly time frame chart, within all the choppiness of the price action, you can find a lot of different patterns. So at minimum 3 butterflies you could find here. The first butterfly you could find stands right here, this green line. So that could be left wing of the butterfly. That could be the right wing of the butterfly. The 127 extension stands right here. You could find even smaller butterfly that already has hit the 127 extension. That could be the left wing of the butterfly. That will be the right wing. When you have such sort of the acceleration of the butterfly right to the 127 target, it means that market has great chance to continue right to the 1618 extension right here. And finally, probably market could form the third butterflies right here, the red line. That could be the left wing, okay, and that could be the right wing, and that will be probably will lead to the butterfly, because if you will draw the MACD predictor indicator here, you will find that we also have here as the bullish stop grabber. That should lead to the taking out of these highs, and that probably could put the foundation for moving higher, because here's just the rest of the gap, unfilled rest of the gap. As market will pass through it, it will get the acceleration from the stop orders that have been placed above it, and market probably will skyrocket it above this area. So 139 area is the, as you can see, the target cluster of different extensions. You could treat this as just extensions, you could treat it as the butterflies, not really big deal. But here we have some points that market probably should continue move high in the nearest future. First of all, this is the stop grabber that we have discussed. Second, this acceleration right to the 127 target usually leads to the further acceleration at minimum to the 1618. Well, and that will lead market very close to the stops. And if market will pass through it, and in simultaneously market will pass through the weekly pivot resistance one, that will be a very bullish challenge on the possible upward continuation. And I can't exclude that after this area, market really could start to show action of that sort. So really will be some thrusting action that could appear. At least, guys, if you would like to trade short market, trade it on the intraday charts and only based on the clear patterns, and take the nearest targets if you would like to trade market on the short side. Because on the daily time frame chart, taking into consideration this action to the upside, that, as I said, looks a bit curious and unexpected. That really makes it difficult to trade current market on the daily time frame chart on the bearish side. So let's see what will happen, but I think that the situation is really tough on the euro currency, and sooner or later, probably sooner, we will see the results of this action, and probably these results will be really fast. I mean, the action on the market really could accelerate, and currently it looks like it probably really could show on to the upside.